Aligned teaching. The objective of aligned teaching. Aligned teaching is the thread that links together course planning, teaching methods, materials, and assessment. The basic objective of teaching is to ensure that students learn the correct things. A teacher cannot learn on behalf of the student, but studies can be guided with the method used to deliver course content to the student or by using various assessment methods. Aligned teaching refers to teaching in which the learning outcomes, studied contents, teaching methods, and assessment methods support each other. That is, they are aligned with each other. Hidden curriculum. If the evaluation is not in line with the other elements of teaching, or if students think that the evaluation is not in line with the other elements of teaching, studying will be based on a hidden curriculum. Hidden curriculum refers to anything that is not included in the actual curriculum but is nevertheless taught by the teacher, consciously or without being aware of it. Students adjust their goals in accordance with the evaluation criteria they expect will be used. In this case, students are not necessarily studying in accordance with the learning outcomes of the course. The significance of learning outcomes. The planning of a course is based on its learning outcomes. It is important to define concrete, transparent learning outcomes and inform the students about them. The levels of understanding can be specified by using learning-related verbs. For example, the learning outcome: the student recognizes the different parts of cardiac circulation, indicates a different level of skills and knowledge than the student understands the functioning of cardiac circulation. Or, the student can use his or her knowledge of the functioning of cardiac circulation in connection with different illnesses. Learning outcomes should be recorded in a place where students can easily find them. It is also recommended to go through the learning outcomes with the students at the beginning of the course to ensure that students are aware of the outcomes. Core content. Teachers should explain to themselves and the students which content in the course is really important and what is less important. In other words, the core content of the material being taught should be defined. Core content refers to the essentially important content of the course that everyone should master. Some of the material being taught can be defined as information that is supplementary to the core content. In addition, the course may include information that is defined as special knowledge for those with deeper interest in the subject. If the core content of a course is too extensive, the teacher's workload becomes too heavy, or the student's learning becomes superficial, or both. Method according to the learning outcome. Teaching methods should suit the learning outcomes. For example, if the outcome is to learn how to work in a particular environment, such as a hospital, it makes sense to send students to do practical training in authentic settings. If the purpose is to learn different theories, other types of methods are more suitable, such as the flipped classroom, discussions related to the material, and contact teaching in groups. About assessment. Assessment should particularly focus on the achievement of the learning outcomes. If the learning outcome is the ability to apply the learned content in practice, you should use applied questions to measure the level of learning instead of asking trivial details. When assessing the learning of practical work, the assessment should also be carried out in a practical setting in accordance with the principles of aligned teaching. Feedback given during the course helps the student to find the right direction and promotes learning. By giving continuous feedback, the teacher can lead students towards the learning outcomes, while at the same time being able to notice the existence of any possible hidden curriculum.